listen to me carefully, because what I'm about to tell you can change the way you think, the way you act, and ultimately the way you live. What if I told you that you could completely transform your mindset in just 24 hours? It's not about some quick fix or gimmick. It's about taking control, making a decision, and committing to a new way of thinking. For the next 24 hours, I want you to focus on one simple yet incredibly powerful shift. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. You see, your mindset shapes your reality. It's the lens through which you view the world. And if you're not seeing things clearly, if you're not seeing the opportunities, the possibilities, and the power within you, you are selling yourself short. But in just one day, you can start to rewire your brain and unlock the potential you've been holding back. So are you ready? Try this for 24 hours and watch what happens to your mindset. Your mindset shapes your reality in more ways than you can imagine. It's the lens through which you perceive the world, interpret situations, and react to challenges. Everything in your life. Your success, relationships, health, and happiness is influenced by how you think. If you believe that opportunities are scarce, that you're not capable, or that success is for others but not for you, that belief will become your reality. But if you adopt a mindset of abundance, confidence, and possibility, you'll begin to see new opportunities, develop resilience in the face of setbacks, and move closer to achieving your goals. The concept of mindset goes beyond just positive thinking. It's about the deeper beliefs and mental patterns that govern your actions and behaviors. A fixed mindset, for example, makes you believe that your abilities are static. They either have something or you don't. This leads to fear of failure, avoidance of challenges, and a constant sense of inadequacy. On the other hand, a growth mindset empowers you to see challenges as opportunities to learn, to see failures as stepping stones, and to embrace the belief that your abilities can be developed with effort and perseverance. What you believe about yourself influences how you act. If you hold on to negative beliefs or self-doubt, those thoughts will dictate your actions, often holding you back from taking risks or stepping outside of your comfort zone. But when you start shifting those limiting beliefs, you open up new possibilities. Your thoughts shape the way you approach problems, how you engage with others, and even how you view your own worth. A mindset rooted in self-belief encourages you to take on challenges, push through difficulties, and take action toward your goals. Regardless of how tough the road may seem, your mindset not only affects how you perceive external events, but also how you process them internally. Let's say you face a setback. If you have a mindset that sees failure as permanent, you'll likely spiral into discouragement. You might think, this is it. I can't do this, it's not cut out for success. But with a mindset of resilience and growth, setbacks are viewed as temporary obstacles, not defining moments. You'll recognize that failure is simply feedback, a way to refine your approach and come back stronger. With the right mindset, challenges become fuel for growth, not reasons to give up. In addition, your mindset also impacts your relationships and interactions with others. If you approach life with an abundance mindset, you'll naturally be more open, generous, and collaborative. You'll recognize that there's enough success to go around and you won't feel threatened by the success of others. A mindset of gratitude will enhance your relationships as you focus on the positives and appreciate what you have rather than what you lack. The way you think about people, opportunities, and challenges dictates how you show up in the world. Ultimately, your mindset is a choice. You can choose to let limiting beliefs control you, or you can choose to adopt a mindset that empowers you to create the life you desire. The way you think will influence every part of your life, from your career to your relationships to your health. When you consciously decide to change your mindset, you're not just changing the way you think, you're changing the course of your life. A 24-hour shift can rewire your brain in ways that you might not expect. Often, we get stuck in our daily patterns, operating on autopilot, believing that change takes months or even years to occur. However, the reality is that small intentional shifts can have a significant impact on the way we think, perceive the world, and act. The brain is incredibly adaptable, and in just one day, you can begin to break free from old patterns and create new neural pathways that align with the life you want to live. The first step in this transformation is to make a conscious decision to focus on positive, empowering thoughts for 24 hours. This is not about pretending everything is perfect or ignoring challenges. It's about choosing to consciously redirect your focus towards solutions, gratitude, and possibilities. If you catch yourself falling into negative thinking, remind yourself that it's simply a habit and you have the power to shift it. By doing this consistently for just one day, you begin to create new mental habits that will start to feel more natural over time. In these 24 hours, take the time to immerse yourself in positive affirmations, visualization, and gratitude. Begin each morning by stating affirmations that align with your goals and values. Visualize your success and feel the emotions of achieving your dreams as if it's happening right now. Throughout the day, actively practice gratitude. Whether it's for the smallest moments or the biggest achievements, gratitude has a direct impact on the brain's ability to rewire itself, as it helps shift your focus away from scarcity and towards abundance. The more you practice gratitude, the more your mind will start to look for the positive in every situation, even in the face of challenges. In addition to shifting your mindset, consider taking physical actions that reflect this mental shift. This could involve stepping out of your comfort zone, making a decision you've been putting off, or engaging in an activity that challenges you. When you combine mental shifts with physical actions, you signal to your brain that change is possible and that you are fully committed to living a new reality. After 24 hours of focusing on these intentional practices, you'll begin to notice a shift in how you feel and perceive the world around you. You may feel more empowered, confident, and open to opportunities. The key is consistency. When you commit to taking this small 24-hour challenge, you'll be amazed at how quickly your mindset can change, setting you on a path of lasting transformation. Taking consistent action toward your calling is where true transformation begins. It's one thing to know what you're meant to do, to feel the stirring in your heart, and to have the vision for your future, but it's another thing entirely to take the necessary steps to bring that vision to life. Faith is an essential part of the process, but without action, your faith remains just a belief. It does not manifest into something real. Action is the bridge between the dreams in your mind and the reality you wish to create. When you take action, you are declaring that you trust in God's plan for your life. Each step you take, no matter how small, demonstrates your commitment to fulfilling your purpose. Often people hesitate to take action because they fear failure or the unknown. The reality, however, is that inaction is far more detrimental than failure. Inaction keeps you stagnant, while action, no matter the outcome, moves you forward, teaching you valuable lessons along the way. Each step brings you closer to the person you were meant to be and closer to the life God has promised you. It's also important to recognize that taking action doesn't always mean big, dramatic changes. Sometimes it's about making the next right move, no matter how seemingly insignificant it may appear at the moment. The key is to stay consistent. Small, steady actions add up over time. For instance, reading a few pages of a book every day might not seem like much, but over time it can expand your knowledge and shift your perspective. A few minutes of prayer each day can lead to deeper spiritual growth. Taking consistent steps toward your goals, no matter how small, builds momentum and keeps you on track. You must also be willing to act, even when you don't feel fully ready. God doesn't call us to wait for the perfect moment. He calls us to step out in faith, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Often, it's in the act of moving forward that clarity begins to emerge. As you take action, God provides the wisdom, guidance, and strength needed for the next step. The journey may not always be easy and obstacles may arise, but trusting that each step is part of God's greater plan will give you the courage to keep moving forward. Faith and action go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. When you combine your belief with consistent, intentional action, you begin to create the future you envisioned. God has already equipped you with everything you need to step into your destiny. The truth is, many people struggle with the belief that they're not enough, or that they lack something crucial to achieve the success or fulfillment they desire. However, God's provision is never limited by our perceived inadequacies. He doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. When God places a vision in your heart, he also provides the resources, abilities, and strength to bring that vision to life. That you don't have to wait for the perfect conditions, the ideal timing, or for everything to be aligned. You already have what you need to start right now. The key to stepping into your destiny is to understand that God's provision doesn't always look the way we expect. We often think that we need more experience, more resources, or more knowledge before we can take the next step. But God's provision works in ways that might seem unconventional. Sometimes it's about having the courage to start with what you have, trusting that as you take the first step, the next steps will follow. When you act in faith, you are signaling to God that you trust him and that you are willing to move forward, even if you don't have everything figured out. God's provision also comes in the form of his presence. He promises to be with you every step of the way. This assurance is one of the greatest gifts we can have as we step into the unknown. You are never alone in your journey, and God's guidance is available to you at all times. Through prayer, meditation, and seeking his wisdom, you receive the clarity and direction needed to navigate life's challenges and opportunities. God's provision includes wisdom, strength, and peace, things that money, resources, or even experience cannot buy. When you rely on God's provision, you are learning to trust him fully, knowing that he is in control. His plans are far greater than what you could ever imagine on your own. Even in moments of doubt or fear, his provision assures you that everything you need is already available to you. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment, but about recognizing that you are already equipped to walk boldly into the destiny he has prepared for you. Stepping into your purpose is not about becoming perfect first. It's about trusting that God has already given you everything you need to start right where you are. The time to move forward is now. No more delays. Procrastination, fear, and doubt often hold us back from stepping into the life we know we are meant to live. Many times we wait for the perfect circumstances or for the right moment to make our move, but the truth is that moment may never come unless we choose to take action now. Delaying what we know we are called to do only keeps us in a state of stagnation, preventing us from experiencing the growth, transformation, and success that lies ahead. When we delay, we are not only postponing our dreams, but we are also delaying the impact we are meant to have on others. Taking action immediately does not mean you have to have everything figured out or that you need to know all the steps. It means making the choice to move forward in faith, trusting that God will guide you each step of the way. Often we think we need to wait for all the pieces to fall into place, but that's not how growth works. Growth happens through movement, through taking the first step, even if it feels uncertain. When you choose to act, you open the door to new possibilities, opportunities, and experiences that will equip you with the tools and knowledge you need for the next stage of your journey. When you decide to stop delaying, you also stop allowing fear to control your life. Fear keeps you in the comfort zone where nothing new or exciting happens. It convinces you that you are not capable or that failure is something to be avoided at all costs. But failure is not the end. It's simply a stepping stone towards success. When you move forward, even in the face of fear, you show yourself and others that faith is stronger than fear. You will begin to see that when you take action, you are not only defeating fear, but also creating momentum that pushes you closer to your goals.